channel, baby.
Yeah.
What it do, Half and J family? Welcome back to the channel, baby.
Yes.
It's your boy Half.
And your girl Jen.
And we back
with another reaction video.
All right, y'all, welcome back to the channel.
Welcome back.
Before we get started, we just reacted to a video that when I tell you the whole panel was capping, man, listen, it really started making me mad, though,
yeah.
Like real talk, because it's like, don't lie on people like that, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't like when people try to come for people's characters and they lying about something. Like, if you go say something, make sure it's facts.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
To them, they said it's they're speaking facts.
Right. It's their truth, I guess. So, you know what I mean? But I want you guys to go watch that one, man. I'm talking about all cap. All cap.
I feel like they live on a different planet.
They got
than
to.
We do.
A whole different planet.
Yeah.
Now, they don't even live in space.
Yeah.
Wherever's after space, that's where they get.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, for real. If y'all don't believe that, I mean, believe us, go check it out yourself. I'm talking about
Or I don't know if we're just tripping.
No, hell no.
I'm just wondering because
hell no, we can't be just tripping. No,
yeah.
We're not tripping. So y'all go check it out, man, and let us know what y'all think about that one. So we gotta get another reaction. I hope they ain't capping on this one, but let them know who we're gonna react to today.
Okay, so the video is titled "Trump Gets Mocked for Tiny New York Crowd. He Freaks."
Come on now. All right, anyway, man, let's jump into it. But before we get into it, man, everybody that's out there who has not yet subscribed to the channel, go ahead and hit the subscribe button.
Yes.
Turn your post notifications on.
Yes.
Like and share this video.
Yes.
And then comment down below, baby.
Come on.
Come and join the
Half
squad.
and J.
You dig? Plus, we already kicking off.
What?
Good vibes, baby. Good vibes.
Boom.
Boom. All right.
I believe in President Trump because his message resonates with all Americans, regardless of the color of their skin, how much money they make, what state they come from. He is offering them a message of hope and optimism for the future to put them ahead of illegal citizens or of illegal immigrants. And that is why you saw more than 25,000 people show up in the deep blue Bronx tonight.
Presidential candidate Donald Trump came to the South Bronx today to speak to some supporters and to a fair amount of empty space in Crotona Park.
Fair amount of empty space may be simultaneously the most respectful yet savage description of a Trump rally. I love it.
He was in there 4 years already. What did he do for us? Absolutely nothing. I'm born and raised here.
As you know, Trump visited the Bronx yesterday, and so began the crowd-sized debate, to which we were given another glimpse into the colossal media failure that gives oxygen to Trump's lies and disinformation. See Exhibit A describing a, quote, enormous rally. At least it sparked some creative trolling online as people began sharing images of massive crowds from inaugurations to concerts, pretending that it was Trump's rally at the Bronx, thinking surely nobody is dumb enough to share an image in which the White House is front and center, thinking it's in the Bronx. But again, we underestimate the MAGA contingent.
See if we can get John from Newsmax. So John Tobacco from Newsmax is here wearing a very stylish Trump jacket. So we're here to support President Trump. And what do you think of the crowd? It's crazy outside.
I think it's amazing, it's stupendous, miraculous. It's everything that you thought it would be when you started this whole trend back in November.
So there's a lot of people in the street outside trying to get inside.
There's thousands upon thousands. I don't know. I estimated today. Look, it's about 2-3. Go show that line there. But it's about. I estimated today 25 to 30,000.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard.
However, despite what Fox News wanted viewers to believe, ABC Local News sent a camera crew there, and they had different plans.
Well, hello everybody. Thank you very much. This is some turnout.
Presidential candidate Donald Trump came to the South Bronx today to speak to some supporters and to a fair amount of empty space in Crotona Park. He was as bellicose as you'd expect.
Our black population and our Hispanic population who are losing their jobs, losing their housing, losing everything they can lose.
Trump is a billionaire, and the South Bronx doesn't house any billionaires. Politically, Trump shouldn't get his hopes up.
If you did a poll about who's more popular, Donald Trump or lead paint, I suspect lead is more popular than Donald Trump in the Bronx.
And yet, look at that crowd. There are a...
Come on, man. Like, where are they finding these people at is my question.
These are just
You know?
major haters who, for some reason, want to keep us held back. And, you know, they're doing everything they can to try to keep us in this box.
Yeah.
They're doing everything in their might. Who cares? Who cares?
Right.
How many people were at the rally?
Right.
Honestly.
Right. Because my thing is, what I'm more focused on is that he even showed up, for number one.
Right.
When have you ever heard of Biden going to the Bronx and doing a rally or doing a speech?
Right.
I'm going to even go back even further. Mm-hmm. You didn't even hear Obama going to the Bronx.
Right.
And they claim that's a Democratic town.
Right.
Right? And he was the black president doing for the black people in the black community. Why the hell he didn't go to the Bronx? You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man.
And they're blaming it on the fact that he's, you know, his court case is in the Bronx or is out
in that area, right?
Yeah. So what? He showed up.
Right.
He showed up. He made his speech.
Right.
And that he was bold for that.
And to be quite frank, I don't even think, even if he was on constriction as far as where to go, I don't think Trump would give a damn any damn way. You know what I'm saying? Because he do what he wants to do.
They're so afraid
anyway.
of him becoming president again.
Yeah, that shit crazy. That shit crazy.
About who's more popular, Donald Trump or lead paint. I suspect lead is more popular than Donald Trump in the Bronx.
And yet, look at that crowd. There are a lot of red hats in there.
They're all from out of state. Go out there and look at all them cars that are parked and check them where they came from. Tennessee, Pennsylvania, New Jersey, Texas.
Well, maybe not all. This young man is from Queens. You ever been to the Bronx before?
Yeah! I've been to the Bronx once. This is my first time coming here.
Like a lot of others, he supports Trump.
He's a great person. He does care for all the American people, for the country.
He saved the country. We were in great shape. Now we're in terrible shape.
There were a few tense moments as the two sides shared space in the park, but most were tolerant of one another, if dismissive.
I'm not surprised that ignorance is here, and I choose to not be ignorant because I read books.
This is what I've stressed in previous videos. It's all fun and games when it comes to Trump's incessant need to lie about his crowd size to stroke his ever-deflating ego.
I think we're probably leading in New Jersey. We had a rally, over 100,000 people this weekend. A lot of the mainstream media didn't want to say how many people they didn't want to cover. But in fact, I don't think anybody did. I hear the crowd was not shown by the mainstream media, which is what they tell me.
The other thing is that there were, 100,000 people at this rally on Saturday, not just from New Jersey, but also Pennsylvania.
And when you see Wildwood on Saturday, where he has 100,000 people show up, 100,000 people.
Yeah.
So Johnny was there, you'll see that tonight, and he said it wasn't 100,000. Said it was closer to 30,000.
Hell, the man started his presidency in 2016 lying about his inauguration. But just because it's laughable, it doesn't mean we pass it off as normal. And it certainly doesn't mean that we peddle those lies for him. And I'm not just talking about Fox and Newsmax. I mean, notable hosts on CNN regurgitated the claim that this was some enormous turnout.
What was the crowd like, and what kind of response did he get?
Well, certainly a bigger crowd than I think Democrats would like to see, particularly given this is one of the newest counties in the entire country. Now, one of the things that was interesting to me is that the Trump campaign said that they were going to micro-target to get people from the community to come to this rally. I wasn't sure what to expect. I've gone to a lot of these rallies across the country, and there are often people who travel hundreds of miles to see Donald Trump, and they're not necessarily part of the community. However, one of the things that I found was that there were a lot of people here that were actually from the Bronx.
I mean, they only had a permit for around 2,500 people, and aerial images show just about that, barely. But we don't need to just go off of what our eyes are telling us. Team Trump's estimate comically contradicts the on-the-ground reports. And even the NYPD, whose press office told the Raw story that just 3,400 tickets were booked, to which one officer is quoted saying, "That's it." So why are we playing into this narrative? Complacency isn't an excuse here. We saw what started with lies about crowd size and what it led to, how to accurately cover this man's incessant need to spread lies and disinformation every time he steps on stage or in front of a camera. Look at Stephanie Rule's latest segment on supporters outside his court, or as George Stephanopoulos is showing.
The outside looks like it's supposed to be Fort Knox. There are more police than I've ever seen anywhere, because they don't want to have anybody come down. There's not a civilian within 3 blocks of the courthouse.
Okay, for fact's sake, we were there. You can see plenty of people milling about. That is directly across the street from the courthouse. People are sitting there eating their lunch. There are barricades up. The press is there, reporting the news. There are orderly lines with people waiting to go into the courthouse. And then there's a wide open park right there where protesters, anti-protesters, anyone in the world can show up and speak their piece. And there was a handful of people there.
Little glimpses of it.
Right.
His Secretary of State called him a moron. Mattis says he doesn't even respect the Constitution. John Kelly says he's the worst person he ever met. Think about that applying to any other president of the United States at any other time. Their chief of staff, their defense secretary, their secretary of state, their national security advisor are the ones who have the most damning judgments of his competence. And
so what are people saying about the president in office now?
Right. Right.
Are they overlooking all of that? We have had, the White House has turned into a ghetto mess.
Yeah.
Are they not seeing any of that? We have had crack cocaine in the White House. Has any other presidency had
any though?
Right.
We go back to George Washington though. You know what I'm saying? Where I don't even think cocaine or whatever was even illegal back then, or whatever the case may be. I heard rumor has it that Coca-Cola product used to have it in their product. So come on now, man. But that got swept under the rug so fast.
Right.
So fast. Don't nobody talk about that no more at all, period. We talking about the crowd.
Right. And incoherent. Biden doesn't even remember shaking a hand.
He can't
that
even.
A person just shook his hand. He didn't even remember.
Right.
Seconds after.
Right.
He's fallen several times.
He can't even remember the path that he needs to go to get back to the White House. When Secret Service appointed him this way, he going that way. He lost.
God forgive me.
You know what I'm saying?
He knocked some shades off of his face. Like he pulled a baby move. Babies, you know what I'm saying?
The baby move was when he fell off that bike.
But
Tried to come to a stop without the training wheels.
Not making fun, but I mean these are facts.
Facts.
This is what happened. This is like, are they not seeing? Are they living in the same world we're living in? We're actually living this life. We see what's going on around us
every day.
We're not blind.
Every day.
The country has gone to hell.
Man, Drano down the drain.
But they're talking about a crowd size. The United States is not the same. We're laughed at
every day. Countries are sitting back like, look at these fools. You know what I'm saying?
Soon our money is not going to hold any value
at all. At all.
Like, where are these people? Where are they living at? Where are they from?
I'm just trying to figure out how much are they paying these people to come on to say these things. That's what I want to know. I mean, how much you paying somebody? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. That's just trash. That's just trash.
This is strange.
Are the ones who had the most damning judgments of his competence and character. That is chilling. I think the most important thing that people should understand about this election is how far from normal it is. We have never had a former presidential candidate who was impeached and then indicted for trying to overturn an election. Never. In all of our history. We've never had.
Just like we ain't never had a president who got, or the White House got found with crack inside of it. Never had that ever happened. Ever.
Right.
Talk about that though. They ain't talking about that though.
And they still didn't find who.
No. With 1 million cameras in there. They got more cameras, I guarantee you, in that White House than they probably do in Fort Knox. You know what I'm saying? Like, every inch of that White House is covered up with a camera. I can guarantee you that. You got the president staying there. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. But don't nobody know what happened. Stop it, man. Please stop it. Stop.
Impeached and then indicted for trying to overturn an election. Never. In all of our history. We've never had a former president, a presidential candidate, who lies about the election that he lost. We've never had a former president or presidential candidate.
We've never had a president, well, we have him in office now, who's sniffing on little girls' hair.
Right.
Or, like, just creepy.
Yeah.
Doing weird things on camera.
Yeah.
Very strange.
For no change.
Well, no, he sniffed a lady's hair, but he wanted to be alone with a little girl. Like, that's strange to me. That's people are absolutely overlooking all that Biden is doing or has done. Like, that's very strange.
Yeah.
On camera. So just imagine off camera what he's doing.
That he lost. We've never had a former president or presidential candidate who refuses to pledge to accept the results of the next election if he lost.
So how about instead of giving oxygen to those peddling these lies, how about we hear from those actual Bronx natives on what they thought of Trump?
We are here to affirm the values of the people of the Bronx. Diversity, inclusion, democracy, a woman's right to choose, civil rights. Everything that Donald Trump is fighting against is what we are here to affirm.
Trump seems to think he could win New York. We just heard him try to cast himself as a better president for Black and Latino voters than President Biden. What do you...
I gotta pause it again. I feel only the morally correct people are going to vote for Donald Trump.
Right.
Anybody without any morals and values are voting for the Democratic Party. Like, he's voting for things that are right and just. I mean he's putting into play things that are right and just.
Right.
And
just like how they have in elementary schools, those kind of books that they got inside the little kids' libraries. Remember we was doing a little reaction on that? You know, Trump is trying to get rid of stuff like that.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? But I have not heard yet Joe Biden speak on nothing like that at all, period. I haven't heard it. If he has, my bad. But I haven't seen him myself with my own eyes, is what I'm saying. So what's really important to him, to Biden?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, is just winning the election important to him? Just so he can say he did 8 years? You know what I'm saying? Or is it...
I don't see that happening.
Or is it the concerns of the people who he should be worried about? You know what I'm saying? As a country. You know what I'm saying? Instead of him going towards one particular group, it's like we're all one. We're all in the same country. We all live in the same country. So, you know what I'm saying? In my personal opinion, you're supposed to be attacking things that's going to help the country get stronger.
Right.
Not just a particular group or a particular crowd or whatever the case may be. We're trying to get strong as a country. You follow what I'm saying? Because if we don't, we keep falling how we're falling, Come on, man. Like
we're on the path of destruction.
Don't make no
That's
sense,
where we're at. That's where we're headed, especially if he wins another term.
Right.
To cast himself as a better president for black and Latino voters than President Biden. What do you make of Trump trying to woo voters in a deep blue district like yours?
Look, Donald Trump is a malignant narcissist with delusions of grandeur. He's delusional enough to think that he's the only Republican in the world who is remotely competitive in the Bronx. And as you know, Donald Trump once said that he's the best president for black Americans, including better than Abraham Lincoln. So anyone who ranks himself above Abraham Lincoln is too dangerously delusional to be in the White House. And the people of the Bronx are going to give Donald Trump a rude awakening come November. You're fired.
The type of man to see someone faint at his rally, pick up a water bottle and, well, drink it. I mean, what did you think he was going to do?
Take your time, Doc. We have time. Some people waited here for 2 days. It's tough. It's tough. Thank you. Plenty of time. That's good.
Wait. Are you reading that?
No.
A person in the crowd passed out and is getting medical attention. Donald Trump takes out a bottle of water and then drinks it himself. What is he supposed to do? Render aid? There's a doctor out there helping this person.
Right.
What is he supposed to do? Walk off the stage and give him his bottled water? Right. I'm sure it's hot out there, and he's in his 70s, close to his 80s. What is he supposed to do?
Right. That's not his job, though. You know what I'm saying? His job, I mean, like you said, they have medical personnel there.
They're reaching.
To help out.
They are reaching, and it makes absolutely no sense.
None.
What was he supposed to just stand there and, not drink the water if he's thirsty?
Right.
Like.
And he's up there giving a speech.
Right.
Let's start there first.
Right.
So I'm sure
your mouth gets dry after talking so long. Parched. Yes. Like what? That's so petty.
Yeah.
They are reaching
for the stars.
Wow.
Yeah.
This. Oh.
That's good. Water.
She all right? She okay? Love this video? Make sure you stay up to date on the latest breaking.
That was that was so petty. Oh my goodness, man.
The power of editing.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
The power of editing.
And he even stood there for a little while. You know what I'm saying? He paused his speech just to see if the person was okay.
Right. Now I can see if he continued on with the speech.
Right.
He acted like was nothing going on in the crowd. Like,
right, and didn't even pay any attention to it.
Right.
Like he didn't even see it.
Right.
He even asked if the person is okay and asked another person if they were all right.
Right. Right. This don't make no sense, man. It just don't make no.
Are we delusional?
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe I need some water. You know? Maybe I'm dehydrated or something.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
They wrote a whole post.
It don't make no sense. Like it's just.
And then drinks it himself.
Right.
He pulls out a bottle of water and drinks it himself.
What was he supposed to do? Throw it out in the crowd, like.
Throw the bottle of water to the person that fainted.
Come on, man.
Oh my goodness.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
I'm sure if he got a bottle of water, there's plenty of water there in that crowd somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's a big old chest thing full of it or whatever the case may be, but I'm sure they got people out there passing out water and, things like that. So, like, come on, man. Like, stop.
Yeah, they're trying and everything to not gain the black and Hispanic
voters.
Yeah. trying to sway our minds.
Yep.
Which my mind is already made up.
Yeah,
So.
and that's why, again, we always stress that you guys have to go out and do your own homework, do your own research, see who's the best candidate for you. And like Jay was mentioning earlier, whatever your morals and beliefs are, you know, things like that, whatever candidate aligns more to that, that's who you go for.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to be mad at you if you feel like X don't align with your morals or your beliefs or whatever the case may be, or Z does. It doesn't matter. It's for your own personal concerns and things like that. You know what I'm saying?
And for the country as a whole. Like
as a whole.
What's going to get us strong again.
Right.
And, you know, respected. We're not respected.
Right. We're trying to move forward as a country.
Right.
Not as a city or a state or as a country as a whole. You know what I mean? Because we're stronger with numbers. You know what I mean?
We're being laughed at.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I don't know, man. Y'all comment down below, man. Let us know what y'all think about this one. This one, not as crazy as the last one, but...
This one is just as crazy.
It's up there, though, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely
Especially
up there.
at the end of this.
Right. Right.
He was supposed to just stand there and...
Jump
in the hot sun.
Right. With a
at
suit
his
on.
age,
With a
and
suit
just-
on. And a tie.
And just not drink water because someone fainted.
Right. Let me faint too. Maybe if I would have fainted too,
Right.
it would have been cool.
It would have been respected.
You know what I'm saying? So
very petty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, y'all let us know what y'all thought about this one, man. Comment down below. And we're gonna jump into some shout outs, man.
Okay.
There.
First shout out goes to Donald Stewart. What's up, Donald Stewart?
Donald Stewart, man, what's going on, man? Shout out to you. Hope you definitely enjoyed that reaction. Let us know what you thought about it. Comment down below, and then come back and join us for some more reactions.
Yes. And second shout out goes to Angela Carney. What's up, Angela Carney?
Angela Carney, what's going on? Shout out to you. Hope you definitely enjoyed that as well. Let us know what you thought about it. Thank you guys for sitting up, watching this.
Yes,
and,
thank you.
You know, and indulging in it. We love you guys.
Yes, we do.
Make sure you guys keep God first.
Most importantly.
And we will catch you guys in the next reaction video.
Yes.
Peace.